Southwest and Alaska are two of the best airlines in the United States according to the rankings. I flew them back to back a couple of months ago in similar routes, so which one did I find to be the best? Find it out at the end of this video. Let's start by comparing the ground experiences. Starting by Southwest, by the time I flew them they were in the middle of an exhausting maintenance process with their aircraft. Consequently, our flight was cancelled. This was on the Los Angeles to San Francisco route, so luckily they had many more frequencies coming after, and we were finally re-ubicated on a flight to Oakland in the Bay Area, and we flew just 1 hour after the original departure time. A couple of days later, we received a voucher for each of my family members for $200 each to fly with them within a year. That was definitely a great gesture. On the other hand, I flew Alaska from their main hub at Seattle Tacoma International. We were traveling with luggage to drop, that by the way, in Southwest you have 2 free check bags. And so, we had to pay them now. The staff said that we should pay them when making the check-in in the automatic kiosks, but apparently, the machines were having some kind of trouble and didn't accept the payment with the credit card. We had to pay cash in the counters, and each piece was $25. Now, I'll make a brief comment on the staff. The crews in both of my Southwest flights were amazing, as well as the Alaska flight crew. Nothing to complain about them, they were extremely great. Now, the employees of Alaska that helped us in Seattle during the check-in and baggage drop processes seemed a little grumpy. Anyway, they just managed to help us and that was all. Something similar happened with the Southwest check-in employee at Los Angeles. She looked a little bad-tempered. Anyway, I could understand this because of the extreme situation they were trying to handle with all the cancelled flights. However, this is only the experience I had, and I'm sure that they just didn't realize, and it isn't a big problem neither. In general lines, the staff of both airlines were okay. Let's go straight to the in-flight service now. Both airlines served complimentary beverages and some kind of little snack. While Southwest served some pretzels and peanuts, Alaska gave a little biscuit. Anyway, if you were not satisfied by this service, each airline had an in-flight menu. While Southwest just offered alcoholic drinks apart from their complimentary selection, Alaska had a more complete menu offering some hot food options as well as Starbucks coffee, for example. Onto the seats now. All the flights I took were short ones, so I found the seats in both airlines to be comfortable enough for those short-haul flights. Anyway, I must say the legroom was much better in Alaska. It was just amazing. But all the same, Southwest legroom wasn't so bad considering they are a low-cost carrier. Continuing with the seats, they were both similar in terms of features. They both feature an adjustable tray table and a seat pocket. However, Alaska's seat had a separate storage place for their reading content. So the seat pocket was exclusively to store your own items. Furthermore, it also featured a USB port and a universal power outlet, which are always really helpful. The overall experience in both airlines was really good. Alaska's 737-900 in my experience was probably newer than Southwest 737-700, so the seat and cabin interior were much nicer and better there. The legroom on board Alaska was just amazing. Even though considering Southwest is a low-cost carrier, I wouldn't complain about their legroom. The catering I would say is better in Southwest, because from a low-cost airline you really don't expect to be served anything. Instead, from Alaska I did expect, and they just served a little biscuit. But anyway, it wasn't necessary to be served nothing greater on a 2-hour-and-a-half flight. If I wanted to purchase anything else, in Alaska I had a good selection including some other beverages and some more food options. Instead, Southwest just offered alcoholic drinks apart from their complimentary beverages. Finally, also remember that Southwest offers 2 free checked bags, while Alaska charges $25 for each piece, so that is certainly a great benefit Southwest offers. So well, to sum up, I believe that both airlines are worth a check. I found Southwest to be more kind of rare because of their free seating policy and strange boarding system, and they really exceeded my expectations. On the other hand, Alaska's experience was also memorable, but I somehow expected more and wasn't very surprised. The fact that a low-cost airline like Southwest offers such a good complimentary catering service, 2 free checked bags that not even legacy carriers offer, and a decent legroom make them, in my opinion, a really good option. So well, thank you very much for watching until the end. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you don't want to miss any other future comparisons, nor trip report, nor any different aviation video coming up in the channel later on. Thank you very much for watching once again, and see you next Friday for a whole new video.